5 years old and you have $100,000 net worth and you're wondering, how am I doing? Am I behind, etc.? I got good news for you. And for those of you guys who are wondering where I pluck 100K from here at age 35, it's a nice even number, yes, but also that is roughly the median net worth for people around that age frame, so 35 to 40-ish, according to multiple sources. So you can even just Google it. So I figure that's a good starting point for most. Now, remember, everyone is different here. Everyone's path is different too. There are going to be people who have more than this. There's going to be some who have less, and we're just starting, etc. Don't let that impact you. For those of you guys who are just starting, just get started. It's the best advice I can give you. The best time to plant that tree was yesterday, really. And if you didn't do it 10 years ago or 15 or whatever, plant it today. You'll still be rewarded. You're still young. There's a lot of time for your money to grow and compound still. For those of you guys who are at 100K, wonderful. I mean, you pretty much fit the mold too of I guess a median, or I don't want to call you average, but what what you should be doing essentially to build wealth and retire one day and be financially free. For those of you guys who are over this, you're definitely going above and beyond. You're well on your way to having more money, so an increased lifestyle essentially. Spend later, or just an earlier retirement, or whatever makes you happiest. When you hit that financial freedom number for yourself. The neat thing is, for those of you guys who are roughly around this mark, 35 and 100, we'll just start there. If you just stopped putting money into your accounts, which we're not telling you to do that, obviously, but if you did, check this out. Your money grows from $100,000 today at age 35, and I'm going to time travel you out here to 65, which is kind of the most people retire. So that's your average retirement age, is around that mark. So you still have 30 years for your money to grow and compound. So assuming you don't add anything more to it, and assuming you also don't touch it, and you just reinvest all that growth and dividends along the way, at 100,000 with an 8% rate of return is $1 million in 30 years. That's nuts. So because you have that platform and that base already, this thing's powerful, and that's why it's so, again, important to get to that 6-figure mark to around this age, because then the money starts to work for you. And then one day when you have that $1 million, what that means for you is it starts to replace some of that salary that you need to as well. Again, it's working for you too at that point. So yeah, time travel yourself ahead. And again, not recommending that you just stop putting money into your accounts, but if you did for whatever reason over the next 30 years, the likelihood of you being a millionaire still is pretty significant too. On a deeper side of planning, obviously $1 million in 30 years after you factor in inflation is not going to be quite the same as it is today, theoretically. So keep putting away. You're doing fantastic if you're on there. Again, if you're below this mark, doesn't mean you're screwed. You just have to put away more money per month to hit the same numbers. If you're above this mark, you're doing awesome. Good job. My name's Justin. See you later.